If it sounds like a construction zone in my background, I apologize. My neighbors are having work done on their home. I thought I was going to crank out a video at least while they were working, but I guess they're working through lunch today. So, yeah. Again, apologies. People have to have nice looking, better looking homes. So, yeah. Into hair covered, combed, face wash, body covered. Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva. Um, you already see preparedness. I've already told you what I was doing. You already know that there's foolishness in my background. So you know what I'm doing, right? I'm answering your questions. Um, do we have any housekeeping? Oh yeah. Um, Gender Friends, the new series, the series Gender Friends is out. The introductory installment is out already. Check that out. If you have checked it out, thank you. Those of you who will go check it out, thank you in advance. And those of you who are not checking it out, yeah. We have three questions and an update. Let's get started because I know I have to be chatty through one of them. So yeah. Let's start with a fun one. The question comes not an original question from a it's not the asker's original thought. It comes from the Ball Brothers podcast with Kev on Stage and Tony Baker. I checked it out. Yeah, so yeah, I know what they were talking about. But it is, what is your Mount Rushmore of desserts? Sugar cookies. Most cookies, the base is a sugar cookie, so um but I really like sugar cookies. It reminds me of elementary school, especially those that Nestle used to have a sugar cookie product that like in the stores, like frozen or cold. But they took it was discontinued, but it reminded me of what was in my elementary school. It kind of has like a little better taste to it. But if you use shortening, okay. But yeah, I like sugar cookies. That would go up there. Sweet potato pie, because I know I'll usually reach for that, even though I like apple and cherry and other pies. I will reach for sweet potato pie because I don't get that often. That's how good sweet potato pie is. I'm like, oh, let's try that. So, my favorite dessert, yellow cake with butter, or butter cake with chocolate buttercream icing, I mean frosting. That's gonna go up there, and cheesecake. Other than banana, you can't go wrong with cheesecake for me. Cause the only flavors I don't like, coconut, banana, and watermelon flavored things I don't particularly care for. So, and I don't think there's a watermelon flavored cheesecake. Please don't make that. But yeah, that's yeah, cheesecake, yellow butter cake with chocolate frosting, buttercream frosting, not whipped. Uh, Sweet potato pie and sugar cookie. Those all go up on to my Mount Rushmore of desserts. What goes on yours? Leave it down below in the comments. Okay. All right. How do you feel about the topic of paying for birthday dinners, and who do you think it should pay for it? Okay, so let me turn into everyone's auntie real quick. The person who asked me this is under the age of 30. And to me, this question belongs with those who are under the age of 30. Uh, us older people already have our ways of how we're handling birthday dinners. I've never, this is something new that I've seen come up, and I wish y'all would go on and have these discussions about what's gonna happen, who's paying for dinner or whatever, before dinner. So y'all won't be out in the publicity, all in the public, all at the restaurant, fussing and arguing, and then y'all got y'all's phones out. Okay. And there are ways to do that. You need to when you put out your little invite, say, dinner's gonna range from this to this, this price to this price. Put out the menu with the menu, with the prices on there. Or I know I've gone to birthday dinners where, they don't have split tickets. So, you tell everybody, hey, bring cash. Those are how I've gone to places, of that nature. But I have never gone to a dinner where even though they might have invited you, or I've had my own dinners where I've invited people and everybody paid for themselves. I've got my hand popped because I'm prepared. I don't invite no one to anything that I can't afford myself. Uh, and I've gotten my hand popped a few times by my friends and loved ones like, this is your birthday, you don't need to be paying. I've gone to a few things, but they were never dinners. They were like grand activities where the birthday person paid or it was paid for already, that kind of thing. But dinner, yeah, that's not how we rolling. Or like if we go to back when we used to go to happy hour a lot, whoever's birthday month it was, they would go get the free table and the free bottle of champagne. And whoever was the honoree, you ask them what they're drinking, or you put in on whatever little snacks or hors d'oeuvres they were having. If we didn't have there was one place we used to go to, it was a free buffet, which or it was included with your door admission. So those kind of things. Again, y'all party different than we do. So when I was in my 20s, going to a Cheesecake Factory was okay. Going to Cheddar's, going to back when there was Bennigan's, or going to, following up in the Mexican spot was fine. Tex-Mex food or whatever. This, y'all going to places where they don't split checks in your 20s. That's different. I was in my 30s before that, and I was going to someone's birthday party that was turning 50. So, yeah, y'all party different. So, this is why this is a y'all discussion. Y'all got to figure it out for y'all's age group, just like we figured it out for our age group. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know that sounds like the carol was way out, but y'all got to figure that out. We know what we're doing over here. Again, if you're going to invite people and you're not paying for the tab, there's ways to say that. Like I said, dinner usually, in your invite, you say dinner usually is from this to this, but from this price tag to this price tag. You put the rest. I mean, the not the recipe, the website of the menu or the QR code. Or you make sure you tell them, hey, cash only, those are ways to do that. Okay, so y'all can stop fussing and stuff in public at the restaurant. Yeah. Mm-mm. Cut that out. Okay. All right, now this is the question and the update. So, yeah. Hey, remember me? I am the lady who needed advice on planning their first date. I have an update and a question. Here's the question: what is the male equivalent of flowers? Or what would you bring a guy on a date? Um, so everybody knows my love languages are, well, everybody, but most people, the people who know me know my love languages are, I'm bilingual, uh words of affirmation, and quality time. When it comes to gift giving, I'm not like a random just gift giver. Most gifts are meaningful gifts, people, things of that nature. So even if it's a small something, I know, oh, it looks, that kind of stuff. I know there'll be something to like. So to know what are the standard things that you take or bring people, when it comes to men, I definitely don't know. The only thing I know for women, their favorite drink or flowers, and it be those, whatever flowers you find or whatever. So men, I don't know what is the standard thing. What's the flowers versions for men? So I had to go get some help. I asked the questions on social. Well, I asked it on Facebook and Twitter, and I asked some people that I knew might have known. So, and thank you to those who answered the question. I'm Treva from one of my church buddies, uh, mother from high school, my best friend LJ, Bestie Boo, and Madam Wilson from Twitter, and your name on here will be Nora from high school also. So thank you all again for answering the question. Pretty much they gave me anything simple that they might like or you think they might like simple like cookie bags, like from Great American Cookie, I think that's what that's called. Or there's this place called Tiff Streets here. I know they're all over, I mean, like other places, but Tiff Streets here, like the little small boxes of cookies or something of that nature. Small meat and cheese packs. This is LJ calling me now. I'll call him back. Um Meat and cheese. That could also mean something else. Email me if you want to know what that else can mean. Hold on, wink. If they smoke cigars, look, one cigar with a little bow around it. A coffee, like a little small coffee, or like their favorite, soft drinks, related stuff, like small. You see something like a small keychain of someone's favorite team or comic book or something like that, or something they might need for their car, like a what's those things, cell phone mounts, something of that nature. Any little knickknacks. So yeah, you can get that for guys. For a day, like, hey, here you go. And that's supposed to be like the equivalent of flowers. So yeah, those of you who, guys, let me know um, down below if we got it right. Because it's mostly women who answered that. So yeah, let us know if you agree or, add in to that. So yeah, add into those answers, okay? As for the update, let's go back to the update. Yeah. So, took your fun suggested suggestions and advisement. I dropped hints about my favorite coffee order whenever we talked because I was planning a coffee date. When we got there and while we were in line, I asked him, did he remember any of my orders? And he's like, yeah. So I told him that if he was correct, I would pay for both drinks. If I had to correct him, we would go Dutch. He laughed and he got it right, so I paid. And he also confessed that he thought I wanted him to take me out to coffee because I kept bringing it up. Since then, he has taken me out on a few dates. He's a cool guy, but he works a lot. So we talk and text more than going to out and hanging out. So glad that I could be of help. Glad I could help. Glad to know y'all had fun and he didn't get offended and all the other stuff. I'm glad y'all had a good time with that. So yeah, at least I know one of my suggestions worked, so or could work. So that's good. So yeah. Other than that, that's the end of all of this. This for this video. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below in the comment section or the email address that's provided in the description box or in the comments on the social media site that you see this on, except Facebook. Facebook, you leave them below on YouTube, okay? And other than that, talking to you in adult terms.